5. Three kings, I'm the winner.
Yeah, 5 8.
5 8.
Yes, right.
What y'all looking so scared for? I'm just here to read a poem.
It's Gail Gardner, the poet.
Away up high in the Sierra Peaks where the yeller pines grow tall, old Sandy Bob and Buster Jig had a rodeo camp last fall. Oh, they taking their horses and running irons, maybe a dog or two, and they load their brands on the long-eared calves that come within their view. And then the old doggy that flat long ears and didn't brush up by day, got his long ears whittled and his old hide scorched in a most artistic. Now one fine day, old Sandy Bob, he thrown his seagull down.
I'm sick of the smell of burning hair. Lowe's, I'm going to town.
So they saddles up and hit some low for work no side of a ride. Them was the days when a buckaroo could eye up his inside. Oh, they starts her in at the Kentucky bar at the head of Whiskey Road. And they winds up down by the depot house, some 40 drinks below. Then they sits up and turns around and goes her the other way. And to tell you the God-forsaken truth, them boys got stewed that day. As they was riding back to camp and packing a pretty good load, who should they be but the devil himself a-prancing down the road? Says he, "You ordering cowboy stumps, you better have your homes, for I come up from hell's rimrock to gather in your soul." Says Sandy Bob.
Oh, devil be damned. This place is kind of tight, but you ain't gonna gather no cowboy souls unless you have some kind of fight.
So Sandy Bob punched a hole in his rope and he swung her straight and true. He left it onto the devil's horns and he taken his valleys too. Now Buster Jig was a Riata man with his gut line coiled up neat. So he shaken her out and he built him a loop and he lashed the devil's hind feet. Oh, they stretched him out, they tailed him down while the iron was getting hot. They cropped and smothered forked his ears and branded him up a lot. They burned him up with a horning saw and they knotted his tail for a joke. Then they made off and left him there next to a blackjack oak. So if you're ever up high in the Sierra Peaks and you hear one hell of a wail, you know it's that devil a-bellowing around about them knots in his tail.
Humans do not learn from history, they're doomed to repeat it. How to destroy all records, dates, and artifacts. How we erase all traces of time and memory. You haven't heard the last from me.
History is more than a record of events. More than an accurate compilation of dates and names and places. True history is the most vivid picture of past events, which we can project into the present and preserve for the future. Preserving to us the living men and women of the past, the difficulties they met, and the materials out of which they built their tier in the great wall of life. No generation lives for itself alone. But tomorrow rests upon the shoulders of today, as today rests upon the shoulders of yesterday.
You know, if it weren't for Sharlott Small, many of the stories of the Wild West would be lost. As a territorial historian, she traveled around the countryside, recording the stories of the old folks and telling them to save everything. She was a bold and strong pioneer, a woman with talent and vision ahead of her time.
crowd mix. I performed in over 300 movies with my pal Tony the Wonder Horse. I performed here at the Prescott Opera House, right here in town.
Lieutenant Marshall, you taught half the town of Prescott to play the accordion.
I came all the way to Arizona to illustrate novels with my brother-in-law, James Gray. The magnificent geography and colors of Arizona inspired me to stay, and I became a ranch woman of all things. What a change from New York. I think the Southwest still inspires artists the way it did us.
Have you met Grace Swanson?